hopefully I'm recording now and Elvis won't knock down the camera again. But what I'm going to do is show how I didn't really manage to train them very well to sit for treats. Can you guys sit? Sit. Sit. Yeah, that's very nice. See, this is not working out very well. It's actually better inside because they listen more than outside. Elvis is just dancing for us. But for what Elvis was doing was, I do see you sitting there, Anna Frid. You're going to get a treat for that. Thank you. You were supposed to stay sitting though. Oh, you're sitting now too. Very good. Opie, when are you going to sit? Oh, okay. I'm going to do it. But you know, they already knew sit is the thing. Angel? I'm going to give you a piece. You're just really, you don't listen at all. Okay. Now, lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Elvis, are you listening to me? I'm too excited. Elvis, can you lay down? Hey, enough. Elvis, can you watch my hand? Just watch. Lay down. Good. Paris laid down. Anyone else gonna show me how to lay down? You know this. Do it. Good. Oh, you gotta stay down.
Stay down.
No, stay down. Stay right down.
Good.
There we go. You know what? That's as good as I can get.
Well, they're heavily excited.
I know. So anyway, I was just trying to show people that they know how to lay down now, which they hadn't known before. So it is some progress. No, I'm just going to give them.
Paris,
I got Elvis in Paris.
Yeah,
it's hard work. I can get Anna Frid to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
And Opie still needs some convincing.
Yeah. And well, Angel.
Angel is.
Now she will learn.
Is Angel.
But she's very stubborn.
So I didn't even read the ingredients on this to see if they can have it. But anyway, it looks fine. I got this given to us from the food bank today, and I'm very thankful because the kids like it. So that's that. And James is going to mention this Kananaskis Country book.
Kananaskis Country. This is a second edition of this book. I really just looked through the pictures, and of course that's what most reviewers do anyway. But no, I have the first edition of this.
That's
book
why we're reviewing it right now. Is because we're actually reviewing the first edition.
Well, I can say something about this new one. It's a handsome or beautiful or both. A new edition. I can't. What I've got is doesn't have color, as I recall. This is wonderful color. And very good maps and things like that. Very
Elvis,
good,
you leave that alone.
Detail.
Elvis! Oh, you bad dog. Inside. Okay, you go ahead and talk. Come on.
Angel, you were just told to leave that alone.
Come on.
And she hid it, of course. Get inside, Angel. Anyway, it has very good details on height gain and high point distance, round trip distance, and things like that. So it comes well commended. Although they have a dog off leash here in Kananaskis, it's dogs have to be on leash everywhere, I think. And the Kananaskis Country, from what I can tell, I don't think we've hiked there at all, Pauline and I, yet. But we are going to be if the bears allow us and the mountain lions allow us and things like that. So this will be in preparation for heading out there pretty quickly. And,
I'm right in the middle of the camera.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Quickly and pretty frequently if everything works out.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's some great territory up there in Kananaskis. It's a huge, big park, and I think it's a provincial park. Well, there's several parks up there. So we'll be hitting the Kananaskis. We'll be also hitting things like Beauvais Lake, which is, strictly speaking, south of the Kananaskis.
But we'll probably share some little bits about our hiking while we're going.
We'll share a lot about it. You know what I'm saying?
So you'll
Like
find out.
you'll be doing some mountain briding up there and things like that.
Yes.
Fancy dresses.
Fancy dress.
Yeah.
We just got a new dress.
Awesome.
Because
we didn't luck out. We were just smart about it, right?
Well, no, we were not. We did luck out, and I tell you why. Because we missed it. I'd seen it a while ago at the MCC, and we missed it on the 50% off sale at the end of the month. And then I thought, well, for sure it'll be gone. Went back, no, it wasn't gone. And so then James said, well, do you want to get it now? And I'm like, no, I haven't even tried it on yet. And I was thinking, we'll see if it holds for the next 50% off sale. So then we forgot to go until quite late into the afternoon.
Yeah, that's right. What was it?
Yeah.
It was 2 o'clock maybe or something like
Yeah,
that.
and so we got there and it was still there. And so we thought, well, I guess it's meant to be. So we got it.
And it fits you. That's amazing, right?
Yeah, because it has lace up in the back, so you can just cinch it up tight, and I think it'd fit
pretty well anyway.
Pretty much, yeah. You do. I mean, within limits, like up to a certain size, and then you can go down.
It wouldn't fit me, for example. So
no, I don't think we could squeeze you into it.
Not my style.
Not at all.
I do like red though.
Yes.
I don't like wearing it that well, but it doesn't.
Well, that's okay because if I wear it, then you get the
For some reason or other, you seem to be able to wear red. You know.
I don't know why.
It's hard. It's
maybe
hard for
my
people
yellow
with blue
skin.
eyes. Yeah, it's yellowish. It's not so. People are fair. Usually don't look good in red, but you look good in red. You don't look good in yellow for some reason or another. But,
no. Or white, but I can wear them at the end of the summer once I get really browner.
Yeah, it's funny. So some people have to make those kind of adjustments.
Yeah, I always thought that I could never wear white, for example. But then I tried it once at the end of the summer, and I was like, well, look at that.
Yeah. So Kathy can wear white, your sister, but she goes out in the sun more than you do, right? She gets more.
Yeah, she likes to really tan. She used to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She when we were young, when we were teenagers, she was going to open up a tanning salon with her boyfriend.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they were very much into that sort of thing, and they'd go out and play tennis together and stuff like that. They were very sporty, and I don't know why she didn't end up with them.
She used to play basketball too, not just. She used the frisbee for a while too.
That was with her last guy.
I went frisbee with him. That was fun.
The guy that she was with, well, she was with a couple different guys when we were teenagers, but that guy, I don't know, one day, all of his stuff was out on the front lawn. So he was staying in my parents' house, and Kathy had the basement suite, which is weird because she was the younger sister, and usually the older sister gets promoted to the basement suite somehow, but I didn't. I still had my small room upstairs.
Anyway, she was sporty.
Close scrutiny of my parents, which didn't help at all. I would just slide down the stucco from my upstairs room, and then land on Marlowe, and we'd run off together into the night. So the stucco on the outside. It used to be stucco, the house. Mom put siding on it.
So you just slide down it, but it was a vertical, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Wow.
I just hung from the window and dropped.
Can't have been good for the knees. Jeez.
Probably not. Yeah. But. And then I'd sneak back into Kathy's suite in the basement.
Wow.
Which, I don't know how Mom and Dad thought I magically did that. They knew I was off.
Anyway, Kathy used to play basketball too, right? On a team, high school team.
Yes, she was very sporty.
Very good. Did she play volleyball, or was it just basketball?
I don't remember because I never went to watch her, and she probably felt bad about that sort of thing. But that wasn't my scene.
Yeah. Oh, don't feel bad. I think only one of my siblings, one of the members of my family, has seen me play soccer. So. I had a large family. My parents never saw me play soccer. None of my brothers and sisters did, except one. That was just one game. So, there you go. So it's kind of par for the course, I think, for some people.
So James is having gross juice with 1 bag full of this. So this is locally grown kale.
Okay.
And that's what's left of it. And once it minces down with the food processor, it'll leave in half of this, and then that's turned into nuggets. So, but the juice it took a whole bag. So
it is intense.
If you're trying
it's
to
an
price
intense
out
experience.
how much,
It's intensely healthy and intensely unenjoyable.
yes.
But
So and
so the
that's
thing
2
is to get
thumbs
it,
worth of ginger in there
Yeah.
too, and a lime.
So yeah, 2 thumbs up for health, but 2 thumbs down with the ginger for taste. It is incredible. I'm getting prepared
Does
for
the
this
ginger
now.
make it worse, really?
Oh yes, it does. Ginger's amazing.
It's so bad anyway.
If you drink too much of it, it feels as though there's like a hurricane in your stomach, just cooking away. And the first time, I don't remember the first time I drank a huge rack of ginger. How much was in it? Do you remember? Was it like half a glass of it? We just felt like I've never felt that urge to throw up coming from within. Usually it's like some sort of mental thing or something like that, but it was just like seething in my stomach, wanting me to throw up.
Horseradish and garlic do that to me. Wow. Those things I cannot. The garlic, even taking it just raw, but spoonful at night, that's bad enough. But trying to juice it and it cannot be done. So I learned that pretty early on.
Yeah.
And
So the whole thing
horseradish
to
is
do
hard
is,
all the time.
you see, like ordinarily with a kale juice, you can slam it down, but if there's ginger in there, you slam it down, and it wants to come back up, So it's more of a stomach throw up.
I give you a big glass of grape juice here with ice cubes in it. So
I'm looking forward to that. But you can see, like, I try not to get a grimace on my face, but
yeah,
one time I looked in the mirror when I was getting ready to drink. I can't look that negative about it. I know I do. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? I got this grimace on my face. I'm practically gritting my teeth. Anyway, Kananaskis Country. A whole lot more appetizing than the experience I'm going to go through. And this is a good book. A little pricey. I think they've got list price here, $20 here, but I think it's made to be sold in tourist places, tourist traps and stuff like that. But you can get it from the library, so much better.
Yeah. Which is where
any self-respecting library, within striking distance of Kananaskis Country, like Calgary and Lethbridge. And then smaller places, I don't know, but Calgary and Lethbridge should have something like this. Yeah, several libraries in Calgary. So, recommended. Just don't necessarily spend the $20.
The most beautiful avocado I've ever seen. So
that one's pretty good. Was this the last one you were saying for a while?
No, I just got it today.
Oh, fresh.
That was given to
freshly procured.
It's so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Where'd the dogs out there? Where'd that fur come from?
I don't know. My slipper probably. Does it look like my slipper fur?
Okay. No.
Because I've been losing slipper fur all over the place. So I just if I see
totally
fur.
Right. So.
Well, I don't know.
Anyway.
The slipper fur used to be one, but then I put them in the washing machine.
Oh, with the same set of socks that I had white socks.
Sorry about that.
Well, I like pink socks.
Well,
just so long as no one else objects to me having pink socks. Pink athletic socks.
So that's our deck dinner for today. I'm just having some of this gross iced tea to get rid of it because it's disgusting, and I don't want to have to put James through that when it's not healthy. So there's really no point.
It does have some lemon in it, though, doesn't it? Does it purport to be lemon?
It'd be like fake, I bet.
You're probably right. It's probably the lemon equivalent of Tang.
Yeah.
Which Tang, I think, is very bad for one's insides. Stuff like that is. I think it's bad for the urinary system.
So if I only have enough healthy stuff in the fridge for one person, let's go into that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I just got a clean bill of health, so I got to thank you for your contribution to that. So this remission's lasting considerably longer than my first one. That's partly because of the chemo I take, but partly because of we've been doing more and more research about, especially
so it's
on nutrition.
Yeah, but with the
and real important thing is you've been finding a way of making nutrition either easily
Fast.
downable,
Yeah,
and
you
or
get it
else
over with quick.
tasty, which is like what you do with the nuggets. Here, right? So
well,
this is good.
relatively tasty. I mean,
Oh no, it's tasty. I guess you don't realize. Like I will tell you. Like I call these roughies. I'm not here to hide things from people and from you, or from myself. But I look forward to the kale nuggets now because you give me so much of that honey mustard. Now I do eat it with like crackers or bread or stuff like that to kind of buffer it a little bit more. But I look forward to it. So.
Well, good. I can
It's
make them every
it's
day.
awesome. You know, like I don't like mustard that much, but the mustard kills the taste,
Yeah.
and then the honey makes it sweet.
Yeah.
Or it counteracts it or something like that, right? It's strong enough so you don't really taste the kale, which is weird, you know, because it's strong beating strong, and then the honey sweetens it up. So I'm not big on spices, so mustard. I used to like it on hot dogs. You know, kind of make me forget that disgusting meat that was going by.
Yeah.
And it was important. You know, I eat the relish for the sweetness and also the ketchup. I always make those three, but the mustard was really important because it killed that kind of peppery or whatever sort of taste they have in hot dogs. Disgusting. Disgusting taste. So, mustard's awesome. It's an awesome taste killer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's other things where you could use it. Have you used it for other things? Mustard. But there's some like what other things are bad tastes, you know, that are healthy stuff. Like cabbage isn't the greatest taste sometimes.
No, kale's the worst out of the green.
Kale is by far the worst. I like broccoli, and I like cauliflower.